Wake up, Galore. Wake up, Galore.
You gotta
Wake up, Galore.
So we gotta talk about the Klay Thompson and the Megan Thee Stallion thing. Very unfortunate. Bro, the game is to be sold, not told.
Wake up,
And it's crazy because people be such narcissists. I hate that word. People be so caught
Wake
up.
up, wake up.
They be thinking they smarter than the game. To my ladies struggle with this so much. Beautiful women that may not be lit but got everything else want to be like the lit women. They feel like they're free. But you gotta understand there's a difference between free and just not claimed. You feel what I'm saying? You think she's free, but there's a ton of other things that like have their claws on her. So she's not free. But she looks free because there's nobody to claim her. You feel what I'm saying? And fellas, we gotta stop thinking that stray dogs are free. You feel what I'm saying? Because nobody wanted them. You couldn't identify why nobody didn't want them. Then you went and picked them up. Oh, I got you, baby. And you took them home, and now you like, nigga, what did I bring home? You feel what I'm saying? The fix is in. The game is the game. For women, them bad women that wear that tight this, tight that, they showing all their skin off, and deep inside you envious because you like, oh, look at her. She got everything. She got everything at the moment. But I'm telling you, what men see, they want. That's why I tell women, it's up to you to be more interesting, because a man's gonna come to what he wants. He see that body, boom. Now it's on you to make everything else interesting. I don't know why. I don't know when people was like, no, you gotta find what's interesting on me. No, I don't. If I know why I'm coming here, then I'm coming here. Fellas, if you got money and you showing off you have money and you get a woman, you better figure out something to keep her coming other than your money. But that don't work the same that it works for women. Right? But in many ways, men can do that. Men do that. They get women with their money and they keep them with their intellect, or they keep them with their charming personality. It's something that they can reel them in. So when you see these short, out of shape white guys with these tall, beautiful models, and you're like, but she got everything. She can divorce him now. Why hasn't she? Because it's something about him at this point. That doesn't always happen. For the fellas, we have the dope boys, right? The dope boys always looked dangerous. Them niggas always looked, they had the plan together, and they always looked like they was free. They was free to do whatever they wanted to do. They could have whoever they wanted. And some of us hood niggas was always looking at the dope niggas, the street niggas, like, damn, bro. Everybody want to be like Rob, eh? You know what I'm saying? Everybody want Rob. You know what I mean? But here's the truth. Once the game get done, once he play his time, look who Rob settled down with. I'm only speaking the truth. Them niggas that had everything. I'm talking about high school, them 20s. They was running through the baddest. When you look at who they end up settling down with, you be like, what happened? You feel what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the women, bro. All of the baddest women I have seen in my life, you know, the ones that have turned me down or cut me off. When I look at who they end up getting engaged with, I be like, look at that nigga. You had no choice. Nobody else was knocking on your door no more. And then all of a sudden, that fat nigga with that good job come. And I don't got nothing against fat niggas. I'm a fat nigga myself. But I know that nigga's not your type. You feel what I'm saying? I know that ain't the one you was going for back when you had it, back when you had your pick of the litter, is my point. So when I see you with that person, I don't always look at you like you matured. No, because it doesn't come across that way. It come across like he was entertaining you and he was consistent. I don't care how y'all they be trying to color it differently. Very few people leave out the game with the person or the type of person they wanted when they was at their prime. Very few. I'm gonna put it in the basketball
wake
term.
up.
Very few players get to leave with the team that they always wanted to be with. They always end up playing for Portland. And then you hear on ESPN that they retired. You feel what I'm saying? That's how the game do you. That's how the game do y'all. So back to Megan, bro. I think, listen, y'all go look at Shaka Khan pictures. Y'all go check out Shaka Khan.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Shaka Khan was pressure. She was pressure, baby. Shaka Khan still by herself, doing interviews, throwing niggas under the bus, talking about the good old days, performing. You feel what I'm saying? Unless I'm mistaken, Shaka Khan ain't married. I ain't saying everybody have to be married. I ain't saying everybody want to be married. But I'm just saying, it's the reason why Beyonce stayed her ass at home. You feel what I'm saying? Because she didn't want to be 58 dating a little short white man. Because that's what they do to all of them. All of those beautiful women back in your heyday that was gorgeous. And at the top of their line, when they retire, they end up with that short white guy with 3 chains. Like, why is this nigga wearing chains in a suit? You know what I mean? It always be, bro. It always be. Because they need him now. You feel what I'm saying? And he got enough money that he can live out his fantasy. Because them type niggas live their fantasy later on tonight. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm saying that to say that hot girl, she ain't gonna be that hot forever, bro. And the hard part is once you market yourself as that hot girl, niggas only want to experience the heat. They don't want nothing else from you. It's hard. It's hard to get them. Listen, bro, if a man go to the store to buy TVs, you can't get me to see a radio, bro. You can't, bro. You gotta be a different human to get me to see something that I'm not in my head to see. If I'm coming to buy a TV, you're not finna get me to look at couches, bro. You not. Everybody know that about men. Everybody know that about men, but they forget it only when it come down to finding a lover. If I'm coming to the mall for shoes, I'm not looking at shirts. I'm not. Unless I told myself I'm looking for shirts and shoes. But if I came just with shoes, best to believe I'm leaving 9 times out of 10 with just them shoes. It don't have nothing to do with what I can afford. It don't have nothing to do with how that's just how we're designed. I came to get a TV, bro. I do not want to see your couches. I see a couch once I get the TV. In other words, ladies, if I just see that body yaddy yaddy, I don't want to know how your heart feel afterwards. I'm gonna do my 90 days and then I'm out. What's so hard about it? Fellas, if you show her your money, and then you know how we get once we fall for a girl, we start talking too much. You don't show her to play. And then once you show her to play, and she starts showing that play to another motherfucker, yeah, bro, it's over. It's your fault. You should have loved mystery. That's what a lot of us men get wrong. And I am not above this law. Oversharing, thinking that means you're being open. Overcompensating, thinking that means you're reliable. No, bro, those are all character flaws that you designed because you had low self-esteem growing up. And I'm right there with you, bro. I'm not better than you when it comes down to this subject. Just not understanding boundaries and respect. You selling yourself out because you think being overly there, in a way, again, overcompensating. You know what I mean? Giving information so easily. I don't want to see. You know what I mean? Like, bro, don't let society lie to you. Bro, man, look, I ain't trying to be closed. I want to be vulnerable. You can't be vulnerable with everybody. A person vulnerability should be worth $1 billion fucking dollars because it's precious. Anybody's vulnerability is precious and it doesn't belong to everybody. That's why you should find God before you seek and try to find a person. Because if you find God, God will show you how to be vulnerable because you got to be vulnerable with God. But like when you find people, then try to find God, that means you have to be vulnerable with a person that probably wasn't ready for you to be vulnerable with. They probably wasn't even emotionally intelligent enough to receive the vulnerability you was trying to share with them. It's not your fault, it's not their fault, but now y'all both casualties. Emotional intelligence is only built through 2 things. is only built over time or trauma. And see, a lot of us misuse that word trauma. But forcing your kids to grow up too early is a form of trauma. And sometimes when you meet that 21, we all knew that girl that was like 18, she around, but she don't even participate with y'all. Not because she's scared. It's like she always knew the right answer. Like she always was the one to tell y'all not to do it because here's the repercussions. But that's the one y'all should have been checking on. Because Shawty had to develop them skills early. Those are survival skills. That means she learned how to survive early. Kids do not know how to survive because they're still experiencing. But if your child know how to survive early, I ain't saying that's a bad thing, but I am saying you forcing that kid, bro, the truth is harsh. Lies is fun. When you don't know the truth, life is a little bit more funner. It's just a little bit more adventurous. But once you find out the truth, bro, I love Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean is one of my favorite movies, a really dope franchise. I hate the remakes that they came back with. None of those, but those 3 films are solid. The 3rd film, if I'm not mistaken, not Stranger Tides, I think it was the Black Pearl, the Flying Dutchman, something like that. It was the 3rd one, I want to say, World's End. There's a part when Barbossa looks at Jack and say, you remember when we thought the world was so big? And Jack's response was, nah, it wasn't that it's no longer big. It's just not much in it. And both of those statements are truth that both men had to come to grips with to now live at peace. Both truths. Love that movie. That was a dope part too. Go back and see it. But again, survival, maturing. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Like, comment, subscribe. Goodness gracious. Tell your mom I said hi.